Hey, what is up, everybody? So thought I'd get you guys an update this week on the channel and everything that's going on. And realized I've been making videos wrong. I've been holding my phone the wrong way. So I guess this is the way you're supposed to hold your phone when doing YouTube videos. So I'm actually getting ready to go to class right now, but I thought I'd give you guys a quick little heads up on what's going on. So, as you can see here, the 99 has been removed from the trailer. So I actually got the ski off earlier this week when I had a few extra minutes to start measuring how long the bunks are on the trailer and start kind of looking at what we're gonna need to get bunks replaced. So bunks, winch rebuilds, and trailer lights are like the next few things we're gonna be working on this project. I got a wiring harness in the truck for the trailer to rewire it. Probably gonna do some Harbor Freight special lights on it. Get it all freshly wired, fresh lights. Get that all working out and get some fresh bunks. Pricing out bunks is gonna be like $100 to do all four. And then once the trailer's in full operational running order with winch rebuilds and all, then we'll start diving into probably the 2000, get this one dialed in and running for next summer, and then we'll dig into the 99 just because I know this one runs fresh build, and then just figure out whatever the electrical issue is that's going on to it, and then we'll do a deep dive into that one because I know it's going to need a lot of work. So just quick little update day on the channel. So that's kind of like what's going on with that. I'm actually, as I stated, I'm on my way to class right now. Going to, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but CDL school. Starting to work on getting my commercial license so I could expand options and try to do some other things. Drive stuff like this. Funny thing is I actually do know how to drive this thing. And I don't know if you need an A to drive this or not, but I have driven this thing a few times. Air brakes. It's actually what I'm going to school to study today is air brakes. So if you guys want to hit me up in the comments and share any information on air brake systems or, you know, tips to getting your Class A driver's license, let me know. But we're going to pick this back up after I get back from class. Okay, guys, and like that, back from school. That was a long session. I'm learning stuff. So, yeah, just kind of giving you guys like a little bit of an update on the channel this week, everything that's going on. Not a whole lot, really. I'm trying to do weekly updates with everything that's going on. The Mach 1, it's just sitting. We're not doing anything with that quite yet. Just trying to catch up on a few other things first. But as we talked about earlier, we're going to start working on bunks and stuff, and we're going to talk a little more about that right now. So, jet skis, Sea-Doos, trailer. Well, obviously we kind of discussed right in the beginning of this video that the trailer does need bunks. I plan on, I'm wondering if I should just do one side at a time or do them all at once. And I need to get the winches going too. So I priced out bunks. If I were to do it myself, I'm looking at, I think, roughly probably about $50 a side, $40 to $50 a side in material. And then I want to redo the carpet on the new ones in black. Obviously these boards are shot, and we're going to get the new bunks and proper adjustment as we disclosed in the last update video with the Sea-Doo trailer. And then the winches, I have not started on them yet, so I'm taking forever on that as well. And then I'm kind of thinking, try to get this side going, everything where I want it to be, and then maybe this would be a good time. I don't know, I gotta see how the wiring's ran on this thing, and or maybe start wiring the trailer at the same time. I know this trailer has a weird ground issue that I think needs to be fixed. That's why I want to rewire it. But yeah, I'm trying to think, should I just do one side at a time, keep it budget friendly, and or do it all at once? Honestly, now that I think about it, we're probably gonna maybe just do one side at a time, unless I could find out how to manage to make it cheaper to do both all at the same time. But yeah, so that's a trailer update. And there's some other stuff I'd like to start messing with. We're gonna talk about here in a minute. So yeah, very fun, lame trailer updates for the jet ski trailer. I can only do as much as I can with my time and my budget, and things unfortunately have been a little tight, but you know what? We're figuring it out, we're making it work, and getting a game plan together where, now that I think about it, if I get material, 2x4s are probably going to be, for quality 2x4s, probably like $10 for two 2x4s. Carpet, enough carpet to do one set's probably going to be probably about $35 for quality material. So that puts me at probably about $45. And then glue and staples. So yeah, that's where we're at on that. But we're going to talk about something else. We're going to get some lights on. Let's get some lights on. All right. So we're going to go through the garage and get you guys on some more updates. There are a couple of cars in here currently for sale right now, by the way. I do know that I think my dad has his 40+ thousand original mile 88 Celine for sale. And he did recently post his 67 Malibu for sale. So I know both of these hot rods are currently for sale. Oh, I zoomed in. Let's zoom out. Yay. So yeah, those two cars are for sale. I know he's making room to get something else he's looking at. And we're actually just talking about the truck here. This is another project vehicle. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. It's a 68 F100, and it's been having some weird overheating issues, and he's talking about wanting to freshen up the motor. We got another motor at the shop and another motor he's building right now, so I don't know. We'll see what he plans on doing with this. Too many projects going on at once right now. Between this thing, probably going to be doing a motor swap soon, and his 67 Shelby build that he's building, plus all the other projects going on. He's got a lot, which is why I think he wants to sell this 67, because he's talking about wanting to rebuild that car. It's a lot. Okay, so we kind of talked about my dad's crap. Oh, these are also, I've already started collecting gas jugs. I'm going to do all yellow gas jugs to kind of match the skis in the trailer. So that's going to be awesome. But anyways, all right. So we're going to uncover some more projects because I got lots of them. Dun, 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 dun. RC cars. So a more recent project I did this year was the acquiring the Sin 450, getting the trailer for the Traxxas M41 and doing the conversion for the M41 and setting the hitch up on the Sin. It's been a lot of fun. Haven't done much with this setup, and I haven't been able to kind of, play around with the boat yet this year. This will probably be a next year thing when I have more time to go out and play in the water, like go to the lake and stuff. But I'm not here to talk about the truck and boat combo, which I've been staying away from the Sin because that thing's trouble. There are so many cool things. I really would love to do a different wheel tire combo on it. Something with like some meatier tires and maybe do maybe somewhat of a smaller style kind of lift. Something just maybe a little bigger than what it is now to give it more of like a lifted look would be kind of cool. But then that plays with adjusting hitches and trailer and all that fun stuff. So not going to get into that. But this, I've really been itching to want to get back to work on my T-Max project. If I can get to it without dropping a million things. Get out of my way. Get out now. Ugh, what is in here? This is like all my RC tools and stuff. Probably gonna be wondering where these are from. So I'll set those there. And in case if you're wondering, these are parts for the Mach 1. Don't worry about that. Project for a later day. But this guy. All right. So I'm not going to slam it down, but this is my Traxxas 3.3 project that kind of got sat on the back burner. I started prepping to paint the body, and I got a pretty cool paint idea that I'm going to try with this thing. That's why I have a lot of stuff pre-masked off already. And I'm not good at cutting stuff. I could have probably done a better job cutting for the motor on the back of this thing. But where I'm at with the body, why I stopped prepping to paint it, I need to mark where the holes are going to be for the body mounts. And the whole front of this truck is tweaked. So I need to replace the bulk and the body mounts so everything is square. And I did get replacement parts. I just haven't had time to really tear into this thing and tear it down to put the new bulks in, to put in the new body post mounts. The back isn't as bad, but if I remember correctly as a kid, I've had a couple of 2.5 series, 2.5 RT Maxes, and these things are a lot of work just to tear apart. So I haven't had time to do that, but that is something we're probably going to do here soon in the near future. Get that new bulkhead installed and the new body mount, so that way it's flush and square. And also I got the proper bumper for this thing, for the T-Max. That's actually going to be for this F-150 body that I picked out. And we're just going to I'm kind of thinking once I get the bumper and the front end installed, I'm thinking this is probably about where the body's going to sit on this thing. Yeah, that's probably right about where the body's going to sit, but I want to make sure that when I line up the hood, I know exactly where these holes need to be for the clips. So this is like an idea. So I decided before I start notching for the body mounts, I want to straighten everything out first before I just slap it together. I'm a little OCD when it comes to working on stuff like this. So this is a project we're going to work on soon. We're probably going to get this thing tore apart and get all the new parts put on this, so that way we could finally mark where our holes are going to be and then make our holes and then prep paint the body and work on getting this thing going, because I'm a big fan of Nitro RC trucks. They're very nostalgic to me. I never played with a 3.3, so this is new to me. As well as another thing I want to do with this truck, I'm either just gonna notch the body for the exhaust or I'm gonna modify the exhaust so it kicks down. I'm thinking of a few different things I could try to do with the exhaust. I don't really like modifying the body if I don't have to. I like that more clean finished kind of look. But also at the same time, if I could figure out a different exhaust setup, I was looking online. For those of you who know, they used to make custom rear exit pipes for the T-Maxes, and the companies that made them don't make them anymore, and it's really hard to find those kinds of parts. I would love to do an exhaust conversion on this thing and do like a dual rear exit exhaust on this thing. That would be sick. But probably not going to happen. And these things do spatter a lot from the exhaust. But hey, it's just another thing to work on in the list of projects. And I got tons of stuff for this truck that is ready to go on. I got a fresh brand new fuel tank. Not that I think I need it. I think I got some fresh fuel line. I got a fresh glow plug. I got a couple of extra glow plugs. Some fresh air filters. This thing's gonna be fun. I can't wait to get this thing going. Just one more toy to mess around with. And okay, guys, just like that, we are just getting you caught up and updated on everything going on with the channel, updates, what I'm working on. Gonna probably do some cooking videos here coming pretty soon as the weather starts to cool down. I tried to do some short ribs this last week, short rib meat, and let's just say it didn't turn out the way I thought I wanted it to. I definitely want to try to do fish for the first time this year, so probably gonna take a stab at salmon. And yeah, but anyways, so that's just a quick update on the RC cars. Traxxas 3.3 series, gonna get this thing going. I got the two-wheel drive slash kind of just sitting, haven't messed with that thing in a while. And I did kind of go over and show you guys the Sin, the Traxxas boat. But anyways, yeah, so I got the little crawler here. I haven't really done anything with either in a while. And my little Bronco. I haven't messed with this thing in a minute. I don't even think the battery even works in this thing. I probably need to get a new Traxxas battery for it. But yeah, I got the little Bronco build, little crawler. So yeah, probably gonna start doing some RC car stuff here coming soon. Another thing I really want to get that I've been wanting to mess around with that also looks like another little money pit. I would love to get a Traxxas slash drag car. I have a Fox body in the shed that I did want to build as I try to talk to you guys and hang this back up. I was going to build a Fox body. I was originally going to turn my two-wheel drive slash into a drag car. And I got the chassis for the conversion and everything. And then instead of wasting the time trying to figure it out, I just put the truck back together because I wanted to play with the truck. And now that I have the truck, I am either just going to keep that aside for an extra toy to play with, something I could teach my daughter how to play with when she gets a little older, or oh no. Dang it. Oh well. The two-wheel drive slash, it's a fun, ready to go truck. So I'm either just gonna leave that as an extra toy for, like, you know, to play with here or there. I really would love to get a UDR. I see used UDR prices are finally starting to come down, which is nice. So maybe a foreseeable used UDR in the future. And I just think the drag car would be cool. It'd be cool to do like something I could build that Fox body for, or I see them make the new edge bodies for too, which are pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. So that's an update on the RC cars. Haven't done an RC car update on the channel in a little bit. Sea-Doo updates, Mach 1. We're going to talk more about that later. But anyways, I'm boring. I'm sorry, but if you made it this far, thank you. You're awesome. If you guys like the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I love me some of them comments, and look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Peace, and stay classy.